What do you think of when you think of LinkedIn? Many people just think of it as a social media where you post your resume. And that's true, but there's a lot more to LinkedIn. You can, of course, post your resume. You can look for freelance work. You can look for full-time employment. Are you considering a company offer? You can research that company. You can network with other professionals, and you can learn. And for this course, we're going to look at the learning ways on LinkedIn to help you research your topic. Here's one way you can learn on LinkedIn. Go to LinkedIn Learning. You can search for your skills, subjects, software. Now see this Start free trial? So that tells you some of these are courses that you pay for. But as you scroll down, you see there's quite a few courses, and there is a whole section of free courses. You can see the different business topics. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and you have free courses. LinkedIn influencers and thought leaders. They give you the top 4, and then you can click on even more. So there is one free way to learn on LinkedIn for any kind of business-related topic, but that's not all. You can go to the home page and then to the search bar and say you want to find networking groups. So you go marketing groups, or you can also click here to groups and find marketing groups, and you'll see all the marketing groups that might potentially have information for you. And you can get more specific about, you don't have to say marketing group, pick another title to look for a group. So let's say it's photography. You can find topics and groups on many different topics, which may give you some good information. Here's something else you find on LinkedIn. It's called Slideshare, which is basically slideshows on almost anything you can think of. As you can tell, they have some basic topics up here, and then they have the search bar. So today they're focusing on various ones. So let's say you want to know the secret psychology of Snapchat. Then you just click on that presentation and watch the slideshow and learn about Snapchat or any other topic you want. If you go to LinkedIn, there's something called Pulse, and Pulse is the LinkedIn newspaper or magazine, and they have an official blog, and the address is blog.linkedin.com, and you can read different posts on different topics. You can read recent posts, popular posts, look at topics, and of course, you can search. For instance, if you go to popular posts, here are some of the popular posts they have, and they're featuring for you. They'll also make life easy and let you pick a topic of what you would like more information on. And so I went to the search bar and searched social media marketing, and here are articles on the topic. So now if you find an article you think you want to use for your blog research, or rather for your semester research, just click on the topic. Now here we can see a little bit about it. Here's the name of the author, and you could click through to her profile. Here's the name of the topic. Millennials are thriving in the workplace according to LinkedIn data. Here's the date it was published. So you can go ahead and click through to the article, read it, and so here's the title, here's the author's name, and you can say whether you think it is or is not credible and whether it gave you good information. I'm going to give you 2 little bonus tips that really aren't part of this course, but this may be useful for you. If you like to do freelance work, here is a section called Pro Finder, and this is where people say there's a matchup between people who are willing to work and companies who would like to have somebody work for them. So if you're a copywriter, you could list yourself in here and say you're available. Tax consulting, business law, any kind of service, you can offer your services for freelance work or consulting work right here. And here's the second bonus tip. Do you know how sometimes somebody offers you money for the job and you're going, I don't actually know if that is the right amount I should be paid. LinkedIn gathers up data. So you can put in the job title of what you've been offered, the location, is it Providence, is it Boston, is it San Francisco, is it Boise, wherever it is, and then search. And then you can see what most people with that job title in that location earn. And as you can see, if you're a software engineer in San Francisco, 120K is the average. They give the different, these are popular job titles, but you can search for your specific one. And for instance, one of the things that comes up quite consistently is jobs in Boston, in general, tend to pay about 10% more than jobs in Rhode Island. However, the cost of living in Rhode Island is also cheaper. So this is some very good information if you want to analyze a job offer when it's made to you. So those are some of the features of LinkedIn. I haven't really touched on the resume aspect. That's what everybody thinks of. But LinkedIn is a resource that has more than just your resume.